All right, I'm back. It's your friend here, Cousin Corey, with another one. This is the Shy. We on episode. What is this? Episode 8. Yep, episode 8 called Sweet Thing. Valentine's Day brings unexpected developments. Trig and Shad hit the town while Jada and Darnell plans are ruined. Emmett makes a mature decision. Jake and Gemma's day ends in a confession. Keisha and Tiff meet up. Yeah, well, there we go. We summed up the episode. We call it. All right, that's it. We can call it quits there. That's pretty much everything summed up right there. But this episode to me, it reminded me of I know this is a fiction, this is not a this is a just a television show, but I tell you, it's a television relationship show. That's what it is. But I tell you, it really does mirror real life situations in a lot of these relationships. I think the main things that caught my attention in this episode was with Tiffany and the Tiffany situation. I know a lot of people, they probably give Tiffany she gets a bad rap, because she likes to sleep around and stuff. But I kind of like the Tiffany character. I like her. I kind of like her. I think she's one of the best. She's by far probably the best looking woman on the cast. But I like the Tiffany character, because I think at the end of the day, she just represents being a woman. I mean, she's a good representation of a natural woman. I mean, she just made some bad decisions. That's all. But nobody's perfect. I guess. But the Tiffany situation, it makes me think about us as men. You know, us men and women, we're built a certain way, and us men, us men, we are naturally logical. We're ruled by logic, and we're sort of egotistical as well too. Our egos and logic kind of moves us, and it can it can work in our favor, but if we're imbalanced, it can hurt us. Our ego and logic, it can hurt us because we will lack emotion to be, as far as being considerate of others, considerate of your mate, considerate of your children or other family members. You can lack that sometimes as a man because you just overloaded on your natural logic. You tied into that. And with women, women are naturally emotional, and it's in their nature. And sometimes they can make rash or just rash decisions that doesn't make any sense sometimes because they become overruled. They become engulfed with their emotions, which that's exactly why men and women, we need each other to balance each other out. We need each other. Women need men for their logic, and men need women for emotional support and the natural nurturing. The natural nurturing that they have. But I think this Tiffany situation and Emmett is a perfect example of what I'm talking about here. Well, you got Tiffany here. She's went and Emmett well, Tiffany said something interesting to me. She said when she was talking to the girl that's with Emmett now, I forgot her name. But she said in the hotel room, she told her that people don't change. She was talking about Emmett. People don't change. And I couldn't disagree with Tiffany more. People do change. And I mean, it's a part of evolution. That's what evolution is change. And I think what people mess up at is you got a lot of people that refuse to change. They say, "This is me. This is who I am." And if you let me hear somebody say that this is who I am, I'm just this way, then I can show you somebody that's losing in life. And cuz life is about evolving. It's about change. And people can change. It's up to us or the individual to make that decision to change. So people do change, and you better change if you, because you better be evolving in this world. But she said people don't change about Emmett. She was trying to justify her decision and said people don't change, Emmett don't change. But the thing is, Emmett was going through, he was evolving. And the last thing, I think, when he slept with the Lala character, that was like his last step of evolving into a more responsible man. And I think Tiffany, she didn't take her character didn't take any time to think about when he admitted to her that what happened with him and the Lala character. She just hopped out of bed, took a shower, and ran straight to the other dude. She didn't take time to think, because I think if she would have took time to think at that moment, she probably would have thought, well, the fact that he's not hiding this from me and he's telling me, this is a sign of maturity right then and there. I mean, this is a sign of maturity in itself. And I think she didn't even think about that. She just ran off and hopped on. She hops from penis to penis, just emotional. She just moves off her emotion, and you can't help that as a woman, and that's understandable as a woman. But when you're talking about making life decisions like this, when you're jumping up and running to another relationship and jumping up and running to the arms of another man and leaving your husband and all this kind of stuff, you can't just make those decisions just based on emotion. And I think that's what we had happen with Tiffany here. And here we are. Here she is now. She sees another woman who appreciates Emmett for the mature, responsible provider type man that he is now. And she sees another woman who she need help. That other girl, I forgot her name. That other girl, she a single mother. She see Emmett over there holding it down. She and Emmett needs her as well. Like, they helping each other and they doing what you're supposed to do. They working together, helping each other. And now Tiffany see that, and now she all of a sudden realized that what she needed, and she had it right there in Emmett. She didn't have to go running and bouncing around from penis to penis. What she needed was right there in front of her in Emmett. And boy, I tell you, if that don't mirror real life, I don't know what does. And it's a classic case that definitely mirrors real life. I can't help but notice that. Which brings us to another interesting situation with Emmett's parents. Emmett's parents, they back together. And they done went a couple of decades apart from each other, so-called hating each other. And now they back together and in a little apartment. And I just think, and that happens in real life. People that probably meant to be with each other the whole time, but they can't get their minds right. They just want to act foolish and be silly and combative instead of working together. And I just think, I look at those two characters and I just think, if they were in their 20s, if they would have just got their act right and stayed together and worked things out when they was in their 20s, maybe now that they're in their 50s, they'll have a nice house out in the suburbs somewhere and be set off. They'll be better off. But here they are in their 50s up in a little bitty apartment talking about getting married and all this kind of stuff. I don't know. It just seems like, I just don't understand why people do that. They have to go their separate ways for a couple of decades, then come back, when they should have probably stayed together and they could have built them something and been better off in life. But they got to go their separate ways and then come back. So I feel like that situation the Emmett, his parents, I think that mirrors real life too. So I give you that. I give this show that they have some good um mirror, they mirror a lot of these little relationship situations. They do mirror real life. I give them that. Moving on to predictions. All right, so look, going forward, we gonna see some. It looks like I saw the teaser. It looks like my brother Perry, he gonna go back to the dark side of the force, and he gonna get back in them streets and do his thing. And I'll be glad to see brother Perry, cause I haven't seen Perry in about 2 episodes. That's my favorite characters. And of course, you saw that Jake, ain't his name Jake, the guy that's running for city council. His best friend sleeping with his fake girlfriend, with his fake fiance or whatever it's supposed to be. But it looked like to me she was kind of looking at she was trying to get serious. So that's kind of weird that she was trying to get serious with old boy, and then she turned around and sleep with old boy girlfriend. I mean best friend. So of course he gonna end up finding that out. The guy running for city council, he gonna end up finding out that his best friend slept with her, and he gonna be hot. But then again, why does he have the right to be mad when he trying to run with the transsexual woman? And he's sneaking around with her. So we gonna see how that's gonna unfold, and we gonna see what's gonna happen with the little boy that shot up the club, and old girl ended up losing her baby. We gonna see what's gonna go on with that little story. Like he's supposed to apologize to them, so we gonna see how that's gonna go. And we got 2 more episodes. We'll ride it on out and see what happens. If you're still here, I appreciate you. Just keep watching. I got a lot different things I'm gonna be trying out with this channel, and a lot of upgrades coming. Just stay with me. I appreciate you rocking with me. Hit the like, subscribe, and until next time.